So this is the Google Pixel 7. This was the second device in Google's generation of making their own chips, as well as switching to their iconic camera bar with the visor, and then they also switched to this rectangular shape on their smartphones. And now, I remember when this phone came out, it was actually amazing and I was so hyped. Obviously, I didn't have enough money to get it at the time, but now I have it 2 years later. And yeah, I'm just going to be going through whether this device is a good device in 2024. I got it for about 400,000 naira. You can get it for around 400 to 450,000 on the used market, and maybe $250 on eBay or something like that. And yeah, I'll basically just be saying whether you can get this device in 2024 and if it's still valuable. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and if you like the video, then leave a like on the video. We're so close to 200 subscribers, just 50 subscribers away. We hit 150 just yesterday and I'm actually so excited. I hope I can hit 200 by the end of the year. Alright, let's just get right into the video. The first thing I like to talk about is design and build quality. This has this white, let me remove this case. This case is really dirty, Jesus Christ. But this comes in this white of the camera bar and collecting dirt. That's so normal. But the phone comes in this white color and I really like it. And the metal camera bar with the matte side and the matte camera bar, the glossy back. I don't know if you can see this. There's dirt around the camera where the case was. But yeah, this is what the design looks like. I like the design. It feels premium, it feels strong. I'm actually coming from a Pixel 4a 5G, and that phone was made out of plastic and very light, but this has some nice weight to it and it feels premium and strong. I like it. I actually really like it. Yeah, I have a screen protector on though, because obviously I can't afford to fix any screens in this economy. I'll talk about the software experience. Now, software experience is very important when it comes to this device because this came with Android 13 about 2 years ago. That's such a long time ago, and I'm waiting for Android 15 right now. It's going to be coming out either this month, October, or thereabout. So I'm expecting Android 15 soon, and I wanted to wait to do this video after Android 15, but it's taking a lot of time, so I'm going to have to just do it now on Android 14. Now, the thing about this is that after this device gets Android 15, it's going to get Android 16 next year, and that's going to be the last software update. So I don't think this phone is a phone that you can buy for the purpose of longevity or for future proofing, because next year is the last software update. It's going to be obsolete after that. I would suggest that you get like a Pixel 8, which has 7 years of software updates and which is going to keep going all the way up to 2031. Compared to this device, it's going to be obsolete soon. But that's the software. Of course, the software experience is still very, very great. I know people complain a lot about the fingerprint reader on the Pixels, but the fingerprint reader is actually so good in my opinion. And I like it as it is with the optical sensor instead of the ultrasonic, because I can use it with the screen protector easily without having to have a cutout in the middle. And all I have to do is just touch it. I know everybody always talks about the fingerprint sensor of the Pixels not being good, but that's because they always try to treat it like an ultrasonic sensor and you just want to touch it and remove their hand. But you have to do is just put your hand there for 1 second and it will open. That's it. And it works every single time. I've never had a single problem with the fingerprint sensor not being able to read my fingerprints. It works fine, like a charm. Apart from that, the rest of the software is still as fluid as ever. This is Android 14, of course, and it just still works like a charm, like a gem. It's Pixel, I can't lie. This is, even if it's Pixel 7 or whatever, it just works perfectly fine and I love it. This is ideal. Such a good phone still. Now, obviously, it still begs the question of the Tensor G2, because we've had bad news about Tensor not being as powerful as the competition and all that, which is very, very true, to be honest. Tensor is not as powerful as maybe an iPhone with their A series chips and the Snapdragon chips and everything, but Tensor is still it's still a very, very good performer in my opinion, and it just gets the work done. It's snappy, it's smooth. I can open apps with ease and they open instantly. It still works very, very well. But the question is just performance in terms of gaming. That's what I'm going to talk about. Obviously, you can see Call of Duty here. I play Call of Duty Mobile a lot, CODM, and that's like my main go-to game, and it runs perfectly well. I also play eFootball 25 as well, and they run very well. Call of Duty Mobile runs at 90 FPS with medium graphics. That's how I play it. And the thing about the 90 frames is that it's only really limited to 90 frames because this is a 90 Hz display, which is one thing I really noticed when I'm coming from my Pixel 4a 5G, which had a 60 Hz display. With this being 90 Hz, it just feels better in terms of fluidity and in terms of gaming as well. The 90 Hz makes a huge difference, and I enjoy playing Call of Duty on this game. No stutters, zero hiccups, zero lags, everything, playing with my 4 fingers. I'll probably show you guys a little bit of gameplay later. Apart from that, we have to talk about, if we're talking about performance, obviously it's still limited in a way because I play Warzone here too as well. I've deleted it now because of the storage. By the way, this is just 128 gig of storage, and of course with having a lot of photos and images and everything, it's good to get cleared up fast. But anyways, playing Warzone on this device is kind of limited because you can only play at medium graphics And while they say you can play at 60 FPS, I usually get more like around 40 to 50 FPS, which is not the best gaming situation compared to paying 90 FPS on CODM. But yeah, the 40 FPS is not the best thing in the world, and it's playable. And I've won Warzone games with it, but it's just not the best experience in the world. So yeah, obviously Tensor GT is still limited, and a flagship from 2 years ago can't play Warzone. It's kind of a bad look, compared to maybe like an iPhone 14 Pro can definitely play Warzone mobile fine. The battery life on this phone has been excellent. It's a huge upgrade for me coming from my 4A 5G. It just lasts all day, and I come back home by around 7 to 8 p.m. and I just have to plug it in because by the time it's already around 10%. So yeah, it lasts basically the entire day for me, and it's good. And I like that. Usually have like around 6 to 7 hours of screen on time a day, which is really, really nice. Obviously, charging is not the fastest. It still charges at 20 watts, which I have to leave it for like an hour and 20 minutes for it to charge fully, or even an hour and 30 minutes. So yeah, that's the situation we're in when it comes to the battery life and the charging, but it's definitely acceptable in 2024. I don't have any complaints there. Now with the Pixels, you have to talk about two things. You have to talk about the modem and core quality, as well as the overheating issues. And let me just say that for the core quality and for the modem, everything has worked fine in that regard. But I never received drop calls or have network issues or like not being able to hit 4G because obviously there's no 5G in Nigeria for Pixels. And at the same time, when it comes to overheating, I never experienced overheating except when I'm playing games, when I'm playing Call of Duty on mobile data. It gets hot, but you don't receive any heating warning or telling me that I need to close the device. It just gets hot to the touch, but I just keep playing. I don't really mind it. Then on Warzone, for some reason, Warzone never overheats. It's almost as if the phone doesn't push itself for Warzone mobile because it just really doesn't care or something. But yeah, Warzone mobile never overheats as well. Like eFootball, it never overheats as well. But that's the situation we are in when it comes to the overheating. It's very, very calm for me. It's impossible to talk about the Pixel without talking about the cameras. And as usual, the cameras are just amazing, man. I love it so much. I don't want to say they're perfect, but yeah, this has a larger sensor than the Pixel 4a 5G that I'm coming from, and it just shows. It lets in way more light. Has way more detail. Takes way better pictures, just hands down. And the color science is different, but I actually like the new color science on the Pixel 7. It just makes so much more sense. For selfies, it has better selfies with more detail. Definitely better than what I got on my Pixel 4a 5G. The video quality is also a huge step up as well. Better sharpness, better colors. Everything is just better. But the Pixel 4a 5G, which is shooting this video right now, takes better color accurate videos. Let me put it like that. While the videos on the Pixel 7 are sharper, more detailed, the Pixel 4a 5G has better colors in its videos, and I prefer that. I'm sorry, it's kind of in a weird place, and I don't know what the problem there is, but yeah, the colors are better. That's it for the cameras on the Pixel 7. Talking about the software features on Pixels, the Pixel and the Pixel user, so I definitely use all the software features that come. Okay, not all of them, but most of them. A lot of people say that, Pixels have a lot of software features that nobody ever uses, but I use most of them because I'm so used to them. I can't really live without them anymore. From magic erasers to the photo on blur to the always on display to the listening for music and everything. I just use everything, bro. Gemini is amazing. You obviously have Gemini Live now as well. So like Gemini Assistant. Yeah, they all work so good. And yeah, I just love the Pixel, to be honest. And I don't see myself using any other phone apart from Pixel. So that's the state of the Pixel 7 in 2024. It's definitely very much usable. The question is just longevity, to be honest. The Pixel 8 is the better option for longevity right now. And for me, with the way the economy is going right now, I think you have to buy a phone that's future-proof, a phone that you can use for the next 5 years and you won't have to change it. And I don't think Pixel 7 is that phone right now. You have to pick a phone for the sake of longevity because it's like that 7 years of farming ahead, basically. So, while I love the Pixel 7 and I'm enjoying it, it's a good phone in 2024. But is it going to be a good phone in 2026 and in 2027? I don't know. Alright, catch you guys at the next one. Melvin out.